I don't know who needs to hear this today, but your life can make a difference. You know, there are those who think that they are too young to serve or they are too old to make a difference. They don't have enough resources to make a difference, or that they aren't talented enough to make a difference. Well, this idea is directly contradicted by Jesus' parable of the talents. Remember, one individual had 5 talents, another had 2, and a third had 1 talent. And the 1 talent individual wasn't criticized because he wasn't as talented as the others, but rather because he did nothing with his talents. Sometimes it's not that we feel inadequate for whatever reason, our age or our resources or our perceived talents. Sometimes it's that we project that attitude onto other people. We develop an attitude that someone is too young or too old or not talented enough or doesn't have enough resources to be a positive impact or to make a difference. This attitude is rooted in self-importance and arrogance, and it is a satanic lie. Your life can make a difference. Your life should make a difference. Phillips Brooks was born in Boston in 1835. He graduated from Harvard University as well as the Episcopal Theological Seminary and began a long and distinguished career in ministry. He was often referred to as the Prince of the Pulpit. Today's hymn inspiration was written by Brooks in 1868 after a trip that he went on to the Holy Land. He was looking for a new hymn for the children of the church to sing as a part of the Christmas program, not finding one that he was satisfied with, and again, the trip to the Holy Land being fresh in his mind, a trip that also included a visit to Bethlehem and the Church of the Nativity that many people believe is the spot of Jesus' birth. The next day he sat down and wrote the text to today's hymn, and he shared it with the Sunday school superintendent. His name was Redner. And he asked Redner to write a simple melody to this text that could be easily sung by children. Louis Redner tried for weeks to come up with that tune and was unsuccessful in coming up with one that he felt was adequate for the text and the program. According to history, he sat up wide awake in the middle of the night before the program and had the inspiration for that melody, for that tune. And for the rest of his life, he referred to that night and that tune as a gift from heaven. But what was this hymn? Written for a children's Christmas program and inspired by a trip to the Holy Land, Bethlehem specifically. Take a listen, and I'll be back.
Yet in thy dark streets shine
can anything good come out of Nazareth? Was Nathanael's response to Philip when Philip approached him and said that he had found the Messiah. Now, Nazareth is what we would call Jesus' hometown, even though he was born in Bethlehem. Kind of like Clarksville is my hometown, but I was born at Baptist Hospital in Nashville. And Bethlehem was about 6 miles southwest from Jerusalem. It is also known as the City of David. And not at all unlike the Nashville-Clarksville connection, Clarksville is not a center, it's not a hub of activity like Nashville is. There are times when Clarksville does become a bustling city, and the same thing can be said of Bethlehem. Jerusalem was the hub of activity, but there were times, such as the census, that resulted in Joseph and Mary being in Bethlehem. Every now and then it could become a center or a hub of activity, but that wasn't the ordinary day-to-day case. We could easily ask the question, could anything good come out of Bethlehem? But this little town of Bethlehem boasts the incarnation of Jesus, the place where the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. So the next time you wonder if your life can make a difference, remember the Star of Bethlehem. Remember that light that has been shining for 2 millennia. Remember how the everlasting light, the hopes and fears of all the years, are met in thee tonight. And remember that your light, no matter how little, is shining and making a difference, whether you realize it or not. I've got nothing but big love for you. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day.